Hello and welcome. Linear correlation, and the new topic is to calculate coefficient of correlation for a grouped data or a bivariate frequency distribution. The presentation of the question is like this. We have been given marks out of 70 in mathematics and in physics of some students. The marks have been given in the form of class intervals with class interval of 10, and these are the frequencies. These are common frequencies for two variables, marks in mathematics and marks in physics. The interpretation of this 6 is there are 6 students who have marks between 10 and 20 in physics and between 15 and 25 in mathematics. So these 6 are the common students having marks between 10 and 20 in physics and marks between 15 and 25 in mathematics. Similarly, these 3 students have marks in physics between 10 and 20 but in mathematics between 25 and 35. Similarly, these 10 students have marks between 30 and 40 in physics and between 25 and 35 in mathematics. In this way, we can interpret all these statistics of common frequencies. Now the question is how to solve this problem. First of all, we have to complete this table. This is the special technique to solve this kind of problem, and there are some basic suggestions from me. At least at the learning stage, it is advisable to prepare the table in this way. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 columns in the form of question. Add 7 to this 6. So to solve this problem, we should have a table with 13 columns. Similarly, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. Again add 7, there should be 13 rows. So a table of 13 by 13. When we have the question of having 6 columns and 6 rows, we need a table of 13 columns and 13 rows. So number of columns in question plus 7 and number of rows in question plus 7. At least at the learning stage you need this kind of table. In this table I am going to repeat the columns and rows of U and V. So in future you just can remove only one column and one row out of this table. But it will be upon you. I suggest you to repeat this column, but I leave it to you whether you repeat or not, but only after being independent in solving this kind of problems. First of all, let us find out the mid value. There will be 15, 25, 35, 45 and 55 for marks in physics, and there will be 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60 for marks in mathematics. Now select the central mid values or the mid values against the highest frequency. To have the highest frequency, first of all, we should get the summations of the frequencies in row and columnar form. The summation of these frequencies in the row form will be the frequency of marks in mathematics. Similarly, the summation of this frequency in the form of column will be the frequency of marks in physics, which is variable x for us, and marks in mathematics is y for us. You can take them in other order also. So this will be frequency for variable x. I am going to repeat u here. F into u will be fu. F into u square will be fu square. Mind well, frequency remains single, only square of u, so this row is not the squared value of this row. Mind well. And last is fuv. Similarly, here it will be fy, frequency of y, total in row form, repeating column of v, f into v, fv, f into v square, fv square, and the last will be fuv, that is common in rows and columns. Let us find out the summations. 6 plus 3, 9, 16 plus 3, 19 plus 10, 29, 15 plus 10, 25 plus 7, 32, 10 plus 7, 17 plus 4, 21 and 9. Similarly, 6 plus 3, 9, 3 plus 16 plus 10, 29, 15 plus 10 plus 7, 32, 7 plus 10 plus 4, 21 and 4 plus 5, 9. Since this is the very first question, I have deliberately selected a question in which we have the same values in the form of row and column. Please don't expect every time this kind of arrangement of statistics. Never expect. In all other cases, the statistics will be different. Not at all necessary that every time these numbers are same. I have deliberately selected this question. I repeat. The summation is 30 plus 32, 62 plus 38, 100. It should be actually equal for row and column. 38 plus 32, 70 plus 30, 100. So this is the data. These data pertain to 100 students. Marks of 100 students in physics and in mathematics. And we are going to find out the coefficient of correlation between the marks in maths and marks in physics. Okay, now what? First of all, what do we mean by this V? Always select the mid value against the highest frequency as assumed mean. And now the definition or formula of U and V is very simple. U is nothing. U is the new variable. U is the new variable after changing the origin and scale of variable x. So U is mid value of x minus assumed mean, let us tell it A, that is 35 here, so I prefer to write 35 directly, and divided by the class interval, that is 10. In the same way, V is the new variable after changing origin and scale of variable y, marks in maths, and that is mid value of y minus the selected mid value, that is 40, that is called assumed mean. Sign is B capital, normally we use, and again divided by the class interval of y, that is 10. So in this way we can write now U and V. U, mid value 15 minus 35 minus 20 divided by 10 minus 2. Similarly, 25 minus 35 minus 10 divided by 10 minus 1. 35 minus 35, 0 divided by 10, 0. 45 minus 35, 10 divided by 10, positive 1. 55 minus 35, positive 20 divided by 10, positive 2. Repetition of the same row here. Similarly, V, 20 minus 40 minus 20 divided by 10 minus 2. 30 minus 40 minus 10 divided by 10 minus 1. 40 minus 40, 0. 50 minus 40 positive 10 divided by 10, 1. 60 minus 40 positive 20 divided by 10 positive 2. Repeat the rather column here. Now we can prepare all other columns, at least FU square and FV and FV square. FV is nothing, it is frequency into V, F into V. 9 into minus 2 minus 18, 29 into minus 1 minus 29, 32 into 0, 0, 21 into 1, 21, 9 into 2, 18. Similarly here also, 9 into minus 2 minus 18, 21 into minus 1 minus 29, 32 into 0, 0, 21 into 1, 21, 9 into 2, 18. Again I repeat, I have deliberately selected a question where the statistics, arrangement of statistics are same. No other question will be of same. If there is any question, other question having the arrangement of statistics in this way, that is the accident or random case only. Okay, 18 minus 18 cancel, minus 29 plus 21, that will be minus 8. Minus 8 is summation of FU, that is sigma FU. Similarly, 18 positive negative cancel, minus 29 plus 21 minus 8 comes to sigma FV, that is total of F into V. Now, not the FV whole square, but F into V square. FV into V will be F into V square. That's why I prefer to repeat this column here. Just to make the process of preparing this column easy, I prefer to repeat this column here. Similarly, this row here. Because some multiplication of these two will give us the next row. Minus 2 into minus 18, 36. Minus 1 into minus 29, 29. 0 minus, positive 1 into 21, positive 21, 2 into 18, 36. Okay. 36 plus 36, 72, 29 plus 21, 50, 72 plus 50, 122. That is sigma F V square. Similarly, minus 2 into minus 18, 36, minus 1 into minus 29, 29, 0, 1 into 21, 21, 2 into 18, 36, 36 plus 36, 72 plus 50, 122. Sigma F U square. Now the question is how to prepare F into U into V. Please be careful. Try to understand the thing as and when I am explaining it. The title is FUV, that is F into U into V. F into U into V. F is frequency. F into U into V. To prepare this column, or rather to write these numbers, these values easily without error, I prefer to write these two row and column here. FUV. F into U into V. 6 into minus 2 minus 12 into minus 2, 24. 3 into, okay. This column is 0, so everything will be 0 here. And this row is 0, so everything will be 0 here. Now 3 into minus 1 minus 3 into minus 2, 6. 3 into minus 2 minus 6 into minus 1, 6. 16 into minus 1 into minus 1, 16. No value. Now here 10 into 1, 10 into 1, 10. 4 into 2, 8 into 1, 8. 5 into 2, 10 into 2, 20. 4 into 1, 4 into 2, 8. See, on this board I can use the pen of any other color that I have already done, and similarly I prefer to write this number as far as possible from the frequency, because to have the summations in the columnar and row form without any error, I suggest you to maintain maximum distance between these two values. These are just suggestions. It is upon you how efficient you are in your writing. 24, 6 into minus 2 into minus 2, so it is 24. 3 into minus 2 into minus 1, it is 6. 6 into 16 into minus 1 into minus 1 is 16. 3 into minus 1 into minus 2 is 6. Similarly, 10 into 1 into 1 is 10. 4 into 2, 8 into 1 is 8. 5 into 2, 10 into 2 is 20. 4 into 1 into 2 is 8. Now just summation in the form of row and column. Summation in the form of row and column. 20 plus 6 is 30. 6 plus 16 is 22. This is 0. 10 plus 8, 18. 8 plus 20, 28. Summation. 20 plus 22 is 50. 30 plus 18 is 48. 50 plus 48 is 98. Sigma FUV. Now columnar form, rather summation or total in the columnar form. 24 plus 6, 30. 6 plus 16 is 22. 0. 10 plus 8, 18. 8 plus 20, 28. 28 plus 22, 50. 30 plus 18, 48. 50 plus 48, 98. Sigma FUV. It is mandatory, it is compulsory to have summation of these row and column equal every time. This summation and these summations must be equal. If 98 is here, it must be 98. If these two numbers are not equal, that means there is some error. This should be the common total of this column and this row. All other summations and numbers will be different in all other cases. In this case only everything is same, so everything is say appearing same to same. This is just exceptional case. Now we have the main summations with us, so we can calculate the coefficient of correlation. I hope you can understand the thing very well. Let us calculate the coefficient of correlation, for which we need all these 5 summations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all 6 summations rather. But last column and last row are same. So actually there are 5 summations. Okay, it is very easy to find out the coefficient of correlation after arranging the data in this way and finding the required summations. Okay, now the formula is very easy. Just f is introduced in the formula, or else we have already used a similar kind of formula. The coefficient of correlation for grouped data or bivariate frequency distribution equals to n into sigma FUV minus sigma FU into sigma FV upon under root n sigma FU square minus sigma FU the whole square into under root n sigma FV square minus sigma FV the whole square. Let us substitute the values. N is 100, sigma FUV the common total of last row and column 98 minus sigma FU, sigma FU was minus 8 and sigma FV square was 122. Minus 8 into minus 8 upon under root 100 into sigma FU square 122 minus sigma FU the whole square of minus 8 into under root and 100 sigma FV square, that is 122 minus sigma FV the whole square is square of minus 8. 100 into 98, 9800 minus minus 8 into minus 8, 64. The multiplication of two minus values will be positive, two negative values. Multiplication will be positive. This minus sign is from the formula itself. Into under root. 100 into 122, 12,200 minus sign according to formula. Square of minus 8 is 64. Into under root. 100 into 122, 12,200 minus according to formula. Minus 8 square is 64. So it is 9,736 divided by under root 12,136 into under root 12,136. So ultimately it is 9,736 divided by 12,136. 9,736 divided by 12,136, and that is let us use calculator. 9,736 divided by 12,136. So it is 0.802. The coefficient of correlation between the marks in physics and marks in statistics comes to 0.8. So this was the case of calculating coefficient of correlation for a grouped data or bivariate frequency distribution. That's it. Thank you very much.